Hello, welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. This is more transfer talk. If you haven't checked out our St. Patrick's video with Ger Brown, check it out. I'm joined by Paul Tierney, a new member, of our crew, a Shels fan as well. And we're here to talk about Shels' ins, outs, re-signs, and just a look ahead to the season. So, Paul, the ins so far: Jack Brady from Limerick, Aaron Dobbs from Longford, striker Carl Shepherd, Cork City, Daniel O'Reilly from Finn Harps, Georgie Poynton from Waterford, Gary Deegan from Cambridge. Re-signed then goalkeeper Colin McCabe, Kieran Kilduff, Dan Byrne, Denzel Fernandez, Jays Cabia, Luke Byrne, Aidan Friel, Carl Moore, Ryan Brennan, Daniel McKenna, Sean Quinn, Oscar Brennan, Dale Rooney and Lorcan Fitzgerald. The outs: Colin Byrne's gone to Glenavon, James English has gone to Longford Town, Dean Delaney's retired, Derek Prendergast has gone to Drogheda, and John Wilson's gone to Bray. So talk to me about the ins. How are you feeling about it? And obviously the amount of players that are re-signed is going to be hugely crucial. A lot of experience there. Luke Byrne, Kieran Kilduff, they were instrumental obviously in getting Shels up last season. I remember doing an interview with Kieran Kilduff himself, and they were like already counting up the points, where they need to win, and analysing it. And between himself and Luke, I think they're the ones that kind of lead the dressing room. Obviously Lorcan Fitzgerald's the captain, and very fitting that he was the one that won the league up in Drogheda Park, or United Park, sorry. Yeah. But the ins, we'll come to the re-signed in a sec, but the ins, excited?
Yeah, very excited.
Who excites you?
Carl Shepherd, definitely. What he done with Cork and Rovers, especially, particularly scoring that goal out in Greece. He scored in the Europa League, he's got experience. Won the league with Cork as well also. Big signing, Gary Deegan, played for Bows back in 08 and 09, won the league twice and won the cup. It's experience we need going up into the Premier Division, because you want to try and stay there, especially in the first season. I think they will, no problem.
Glorious spirit, isn't it?
Yeah, very glorious spirit. But what they want to do is they want to stay in the first division Premier Division with no trouble this season, and I think those two signs in particular will be crucial to help Luke Byrne and Kieran Kilduff, as you said, run the dressing room.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Aaron Dobbs gets on as well. Obviously Shels, other than Kilduff, up top goal threat really was mainly Kilduff. Jace Cabby was obviously great when he came from Cove, and Denzel Fernandez as well. Yeah. I think those key signings that kind of came that halfway point of the season were the ones that got Shels over the line. Yeah. And like Georgie Poynton, he's kind of been around the league, Bows, Dundalk, Waterford, even had a little stint at Pats for a while. It didn't seem to work out, and he was quickly on his bike then to Waterford. Maybe this might be a chance now for him to kick on in the Premier Division and just start seeing regular, because when he signed for Dundalk it was tipped to be a great signing. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. Obviously Shep as well. Cork fans weren't really bothered seeing the back of him. I don't think he was performing that well. Any of the games, we have a lot of connections in Cork, and they just didn't seem to speak highly of him anymore. He obviously had done things and won things for the club, and was lauded for it at the time, and rightly so, but it can be a fickle old game sometimes, you know yourself. Yeah. But then just kind of looking around, I think Oscar Brennan is another big player there. Ryan Brown, another one who has Premier Division experience. I think Luke Byrne, again, I go back to leaders and someone who does a lot as well. He's helping out coaching as well at the club. Do you know what I mean? When he's in the club, he always seems to buy into the club. He was the same at Rovers, with the coaching and stuff like that, coaching the underage teams. Just seems like a really good person to have in your club, and obviously playing left back originally, and he moved to centre back, and as the season went on he went stronger and stronger, and was one of our main key players. But just kind of looking at our outs, I'm not really that concerned about the players that have gone out. To be honest, I think we've brought in better quality. I think what Shels will be needing to do is try to emulate what Waterford first did when they came up. Yeah. They had a great debut season back in the Premier Division, and I think that's the market that Shels should be looking to aim for, or just
it's kind of steady season, really.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say European football, but like just the way they came up, it started as if they had been in the Premier Division for a long time, whereas other teams that come up and struggled. Do you know what I mean? You know, well, obviously UCD, but they had lost half their players.
Yeah.
Finn Harps, you don't want to be coming up and kind of struggling like that. Hopefully you can avoid injuries, but there's some really big players there, really big personalities that hopefully Shels can have a decent season. What do you think yourself?
I as I said already, I think it's kind of steady season, maybe kick on for Europe depending on how they start. It's going to be a tough season obviously, but there's players there. You look, as you said, Luke Byrne, Ryan Brennan, Kilduff, and they've brought in Deegan and Shepherd as well. These guys know how it's done. And again, for Cabia and Fernandez in particular, he could kick on a bit more, but Cabia's clearly he's very talented, got an eye for a goal or two even. So again,
he was very good in the cup against Bowes. I know
he was
3-2, but he was very good. And Shane Farrell as well, another young player who I think is fantastic, and obviously scored a great goal in that game as well. I think he could have a really good season too. So there's some, as much as kind of looking at some of the names there, and there's experience there, but there is some good young, exciting. There's 3 players there we just mentioned. Oscar Brown will be quite young as well, I think. Well, he looks young anyway.
Yeah.
But those types of players, I think it's key that they have those like experienced heads around them to help them through games.
Yeah.
You know, I was only reading something yesterday about James McCarthy and how Gareth Barry used to be so brilliant beside him and would help him through games. Yeah. The likes of Kilduff and stuff like that for younger players, and Luke Byrne and stuff like that. Obviously, Carl Shepherd as well. With Aaron Dobbs, he could be very helpful as well. Gary Deegan speaking to the younger players on the pitch, helping them through games with their experience and just walking them through games. You've also played football yourself, and when you have someone there who's talking you through a game, it can you can elevate your game to heights that you probably didn't think you could get to. And if you have someone that's that good, I mean, look at Virgil van Dijk right now at the moment. Anybody who plays next to him looks like a totally better player, because he's always talking to them and putting them in the right types of positions. Now, I'm not comparing Shels to Liverpool there in that sense, but I'm just talking about an older, experienced head can definitely improve younger players just by talking, basically, is what I'm getting at there. Ryan Brennan, another one who I think goes under the radar in terms of how important, because he can always get you a goal. I think he was carrying a little bit of baby weight, I suppose, last season, that hopefully I don't think he'll get away with having the little that. Now maybe that's just the jersey, I don't know. But I think maybe if he gets himself nice and sharp now, he'll be key, because he was brilliant at Pats, and then he went to Shels then this last season. But I think he's a very, very good player, so hopefully he's take offence to what I'm saying.
He's box-to-box midfielder. He does both. He can defend, and then, as you've said, he can get a goal out of nothing.
Comes from a very talented family of footballers.
Oh, very, very, very talented. Very talented. Doesn't take a free kick like his brother though.
But like, if you're looking at that from a Shels point of view, where do you think Shels can finish realistically? Where in an ideal scenario, but in a realistic scenario, what position would you what position would you say? I'll say mine after.
I'm thinking between 5th and 7th. Steady season, first season back.
Read my mind.
And then kick straight on next year. After that, definitely 5th or 7th.
I think I'm in agreement, because you kind of took the words out of my mouth. I think as well though, I think a lot of credit has to go to people at the club, like the likes of David O'Connor as CEO, and he's got these players in and delivered. You know, the key was to get promotion. He's delivered on that. Ian Morris too, who fans were calling for his head quite early doors. I hope that's not the case. If he don't start well, I hope he doesn't start getting bombarded with abuse. Just give it time. Again, this is new players trying to gel at the same time too. There's 5 or 6 new bodies in there, so it'd be interesting to see what way Shels is set up and what ideas Ian has. You know, I thought the fact that we won up in United Park showed a lot of balls. And it needed to be done.
They were flying at the time as well, scoring a lot of goals too. So.
I think that Drogheda will go up this season. I think they're a very good side, and Tim Clancy has them well drilled. It's a tough place to go, But I think that they're doing good. They're doing good work behind the scenes at Shels, and now it's starting to kind of show its the fruits of it on the pitch. Which, I mean, even the outs, like, it makes all those players that have gone out make sense.
Yeah, true, very true.
No.
Maybe
Prendergast.
Yeah, that's the only one. Again, you look at James English, it was probably coming to the end. He was only coming on for small portions of the game, wasn't really getting into the side. Conan Byrne, again, was brilliant when he was with Shels, scored that penalty against Longford as well, which was a crucial win. But when you're kind of under the cosh against the better teams, Dundalk and Rovers, Conan's legs maybe won't hold up. He has to be tracking back all the time, you know.
Yeah, well, he wasn't even getting a run towards the back end of the season anyway. Was it? I don't think did he even come on against Strada. He may or may not have, but if he did, he came on quite late.
And he started against Limerick, but again, it was all done by then, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
But again, well, you might say the fact that he was a good character.
Yeah,
he would have helped get Shels up either way. So
exactly.
You know, thanks for your service, Conan, and keep up the good work with the podcast as well. But I think between 5th and 7th will be a successful, solid season, and just anything above that would be a bonus.
Yes,
I think
big bonus.
I think it'd be fair to say by everybody. I think we're not being negative by saying that. I think that's a realistic target, and probably something that has been given to Ian Morris as a target as well. But Shels fans, let us know your thoughts in the comments, and let us know what you think of the players that we've got in so far, who we've re-signed. And don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. We'll speak to you soon.